Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's have a look at the Realme 6. And I'm actually excited about this device because finally we are seeing some very impressive specs for a budget related smartphone. I don't know what is the exact pricing of this one because I'm actually unboxing it 2 days prior to the launch. But again, if we recall the pricing of the Realme 5, it was a budget oriented phone, so I have very high expectations with this one, but I doubt it will be priced as aggressively as the Realme 5 because it has some specs that we have simply not seen in budget range phones. In fact, we are seeing in much more premium smartphones. So anyways, let's have a look at it. And it's this yellow box like this, and here, as you can see, it says that it has a 90 hertz display, so that's actually very interesting, and a 30 watt fast charging, that's VOOC charging, and it has a 64 megapixel quad rear facing camera. Again, these specs we generally don't find on budget smartphones, so I'm also very curious to see how do they price this one. That'll be interesting. And it comes in 4 gigabytes, 6 gigabytes and 8 gigabytes of RAM. Looks like this review unit is the 8 gigabyte, the higher end one, and storage will be 64 or 128. So let's quickly open this up and see, and I believe if they can price it aggressively, this is going to change the budget smartphone market. And the box is really tight. So here we have it, and says Realme, and we have a case and a SIM ejector too. So nice that they are giving a case, they haven't skimped on that. So you're getting a case, and it's slightly dark gray in color. So let me keep that to the side. And here is the device itself. Let's just pull this out and let's open this. So it's that pearl white-ish color. We have light reflex. This is not glass, guys. It's a polycarbonate, but looks like glass. Again, that quad camera setup. And punch hole camera, damn, on the front. So impressive. Let's look at this one. And yes, this is that VOOC 30 watt fast charging you're getting on a budget device. So nice. And this is the USB cable, and it is USB Type C. So nice to see. We are getting this. You don't have to pay extra for the fast charging. You're getting it in the box. So let's put that to the side. And here is the device itself, and this is supposed to have a 6.5 inch screen. And let me give you a physical overview first, guys. Again, yeah, the back is that plastic polycarbonate. Top we have actually nothing, and on this end we have the power on off button, and the fingerprint scanner is also embedded in this one. In fact, if you remember, the Poco X2 had similar setup, so it's like that. Bottom will be the main speaker, USB Type-C port, main microphone, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. And the volume rockers are over here. And here we have the SIM tray. Let's see the configuration. What do we actually get? And we do have a dedicated micro SD card slot, so that's actually nice because the base variant will come with 64 GB of internal storage. And let's just power this on, guys. I hope it has a charge, and by the time it actually boots up and I set it up, here is a configuration overview. This Realme 6 is having a 6.5 inch Full HD Plus screen with a 90 hertz display. It's protected by Gorilla Glass 3. It is powered by the MediaTek Helio G90T chipset, which is octa-core chipset. It comes in 4, 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM. Storage will be 64 or 128, and it's UFS 2.1 storage. Moving to the camera, it's a quad rear camera setup. The main camera is a 64 megapixel. Then we have a 8 megapixel, that's ultra wide. 2 megapixel is macro, and 2 megapixel again is monochrome. Moving to the front facing camera, it's a punch hole 16 megapixel, and it also has a 4300 milliamp hour battery with 30 watt fast charging. So guys, I have now set up this device, so let's have a closer look at the same. And as you can see, it's having that 6.5 inch screen on this one, and this comes with the new Realme UI. So some of the apps junk is installed like this, and you can uninstall the junk, so that's actually nice, as you can see. So yeah, as you can see, quite a bit of junk is there, but I like this new UI. You have some quick toggles over here, and this is an IPS grade screen, and I like the fact that they still are able to provide this punch hole camera in this price range, so that's actually nice. And let's go to the display. The big thing is they are giving this 90 hertz display on this, and if you go over here and go to the screen refresh rate, as you can see, you can set it to 90 hertz if you want, so that's actually nice, or you can just keep it to auto if you want. The default is 60, so nice to see that option is there. And this is coming with the MediaTek G90T chipset, guys, and the the Redmi Note 8 Pro had it, and this is a great chipset for gaming. Any game you throw on it, you can play at very highest settings. So I'm glad to see that they are using that chipset. And if you just go back, go to about the phone, as you can see, it's running out of the box with Android 10. So don't have to worry about that. And Realme UI version 1, and this is the higher end variant that comes with 128 gigabytes, and as you can see, you'll just get about 114 out of that. So that is regarding the storage that you'll get. So this is the typical new Realme UI that you're getting. A lot cleaner, I would say, compared to the other ones, and the sound looks like it's speaker is loud. We also get the digital well-being option over here, and let's test the sound. Let's just fire up the YouTube app and let's just try to play one of my own videos. Let's skip the ad. So as you can see, hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's do the full review for the Samsung Galaxy M31. And guys, have been actually, and the speaker is actually adequately loud. It's a single speaker here, but again, yeah, you can't expect stereo speakers at this price range, so that's nice. And the handset feels actually nice. The back is that polycarbonate plastic, though it looks like glass if you look at like this, and I am assuming most of you will use it like this with the supplied case. So this is how the device will look with the supplied case. Let's also look at the fingerprint scanner, because they have actually put it on the side over here. So this is actually a button also, so for the power on off, and if I press, as you can see, unlocks. So it's a very fast action, as you can see. So nice to see that they have put a fast fingerprint scanner. So it just feels like you're just pressing the power on off button and it unlocks, and it works. For example, I haven't scanned this one and I just see it won't unlock. So yeah, this one I scanned and it works. So that's nice. And also you can put the face unlocking option if you want. Now let's also look at the camera on this one, because this one is actually having that 64 megapixel Samsung sensor that we have seen earlier also. And let's see, and the UI is similar to other Realme phones. They haven't changed. This is 1x, this is the panorama, and notice guys how fast it's doing it. There's no hint of any lag. 5x option is there. Again, this is digital zoom, guys, but as you can see, 1x, 2x, and it's storing the photographs really quickly, and that is due to the fact that the Helio G90 chipset is actually really fast. And this also comes with the UFS 2.1 storage. Let's go to the portrait mode, and yes, in real time I can see the background blur, as you can see. And we also have a dedicated 64 megapixel mode, and more if you go, we also have the pro mode, so if you want manual stuff you can do that. And we also have ultra macro. Let's see that macro, because it has that macro lens also. Yes, as you can see, I can go really close to the object with this macro mode, so that's nice. But let's just look at the front facing camera, and notice that let me show you again. We get this animation over here. That's the front facing. By default it has the beauty mode enabled, so again, disable it guys, otherwise it will look weird. And of course it will have the portrait, and here also again, amount of smoothing that it does by default. So let me do one thing. Let me actually take some sample shots with this one so that you have a better idea. So these samples were shot with the rear facing camera, and as you can see, as expected, the 64 megapixel camera does actually a pretty good job. This was a regular shot. Here I used the 2x zoom, and here the 5x. I would say don't use the 5x zoom, and this was that wide angle lens. Again, a 1x, and this is the 2x zoom. And some casual shots that I took, and as you can see, these also came out actually really good. This was a regular shot, and this was that macro. Again, regular, and this one was macro. Again, one more example, regular shot, and this was with the macro lens. Now moving to indoor artificial lighting conditions, here also as you can see, it actually did a pretty good job. These were taken in my office in completely artificial lighting, and this is that regular shot, this is that 2x zoom, and finally this was that wide angle lens. Now moving to human subjects, these are some of the samples that I took outdoors. This was that wide angle lens, this was the regular shot, this is that portrait bokeh mode, again this was that wide angle, and And even moving to the front facing camera, as you can see, the front facing camera performance was actually pretty good, as you can see with these samples. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at this Realme 6 smartphone. Certainly from the specs point of view, it's a power-packed phone. I simply didn't expect that we'll get this high specs in this budget price range. I don't know the pricing as I've told you, but I'll add that pricing information in the description below. So what do you guys think about this Realme 6? Do let me know in the comment section below. And guys, if you're still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.